guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Justine and today's video is my very long awaited 2019 bullet journal setup. This year I decided to start a new journal, and if you guys watch my flip through of every single journal I own, you guys may know that I have a really bad habit of not finishing my journals and starting over and wasting a lot of paper and journals and just never being very happy with a complete journal, and I never really had a complete journal. So I asked you guys on Instagram what I should do, if I should start a new one for 2019 or if I should finish my old journals. I actually got this new one very last minute. I got it I think on the 31st, which is the day before January 1st, which is a bad idea. I recommend getting your new journals very ahead of time, and I got this very last minute. The votes for the Instagram poll were very 50-50, very close to each other. And the whole time while everyone was posting their 2019 bullet journal setup, everyone was talking about getting a new journal, I was like, I'm gonna finish all my journals this year instead of starting another new one. But then I realized that I really wanted to fix my habit of starting over and not being happy with what I was making, because sometimes that can be very unhealthy to you and you're basically just starting to hate yourself and starting to hate what you're making, which is not a good way to recover from it. A great way to recover from things like that is to just learn to love it and learn to accept it, because I started doing that for some of my spreads and it actually really helped. So basically, I was able to understand that instead of trying to be like other people's style of what I liked seeing, that I need to, think about what my style is and just let it come naturally and just accept that I'm not gonna like everything I make. And that actually really helped me develop my style. And now to this day, I have a style, and even if I do have journaling blocks once in a while, I'm still able to recover from it faster than I was before, because I know what to do now. And I feel like for people out there who struggle to find a style in any type of art, it is really important to just let it come naturally, because your own style is something you have naturally. And sometimes for me personally, when I tried to be a style that I saw that I really liked, I always ended up not liking it overall at the end. So that's why I realized that you're never gonna really like it unless you do your own personal style that just comes to you naturally. And for some of you guys, this can be really hard and not as simple as I say it, but for me, it did take a really long time. So I just want to tell you guys that it's going to take a while and you guys should take your time. Now, to actually start talking about my 2019 setup, I wanted to do something very different than most people, because a lot of people tend to do very minimal looks, very black and white, minimal color, just very simple minimal looks for their setup, because it's something that you see very often. And you don't want to have a distinct theme for it, because it's an overall thing and not like a monthly thing or a weekly thing, which sometimes a lot of people have themes for. But I wanted to incorporate my own style, which is never ever gonna be minimal. Well, some people say that my style is minimal, and I would say that sometimes it is minimal, but it's very colorful and a lot of extra things like stickers and washi tapes, which is something I adore and something I'm proud of at this point. And I wanted to make something different, because I knew that if I tried something minimal and simple, I wasn't not gonna like it and would end up ripping it out, because that is what happened last year. And I did my 2019 setup 3 different times, so I got it up pretty late that last year as well. So this spread that you're seeing right now, I actually had to rip out because I completely messed up the dates and everything, even though I sketched it out with pencils. So I got the very last page of the journal, which is 250 something, so it goes from 1, 2, and then 257 for the page numbers, but I don't mind that. So I tried revamping what I originally had planned for this spread and started adding stickers, washi tapes, more color, different fonts, and I ended up really liking it, how it turned out at the end. So that is my calendar layout, where you put every single month and you'll see in a little bit, I try to edit it so that you don't have to see me write the dates 12 times. I just wrote it once on camera, and then it cuts to all of them filled out. So yeah, I only did a few spreads for my 2019 setup because I knew I wasn't gonna use them. Like, I just knew I wasn't gonna use the spreads, some of the spreads I did last year, because I'm not really a person that goes back to spreads like this to actually do it, except when it comes to planning for each month or just letting myself know what's happening each month, which is why I made a future log, which you'll see after this. But I only did basically like an introduction page, a quote page, and a year month page, a future log, a memories page, and a brain dump. And for the two like special spreads, I decided to go with memories and brain dump because I felt like brain dump spreads are so useful, especially for someone like me who has a lot going in my head, always thinking about different things to plan, always thinking about things I want to do. So it's very nice to just like write whatever I want on that page, and I don't care if it's messy because it probably will be messy by the end of the year. But at this point, I don't care. It's a brain dump page, and I wanted to make a memories page because I realized I never did one like that in 2018, and I couldn't really remember all the key points that happened last year. So I really wanted to make this to keep track of what really happened that was special to me in this year. So yeah, and I'm adding stickers here in these few clips. And my future log also is very different from most people, but I made it kind of similar to last year's with using rainbow colors. But last year I just highlighted the like calendar part in a color, but this year I didn't even put calendars. I only put the first letter of the month, and I used Crayola Super Tips to write them in calligraphy throughout 3 different pages. And this is my hands down favorite spread that I made in my entire 2019 setup. And also when I posted a picture of it on my story, you guys really seem to like it as well. So yeah, I really like these, and I actually plan on using this quite a lot, just writing the events that are happening each month. January, I actually have quite a bit of things. I have a lot of birthdays in January, and I also have finals and midterms during January. So yeah, that's where I marked everything. I did not film where I fill it out because that's boring. So I just end it to where I finish it. And then I also wanted to talk about a few things like my 2019 goals I have. I am a person that does not really like to say New Year, New Me. And that is because I feel like you don't always have to change yourself every year, because if you like who you are right now, there's no need to change it. And of course, that saying is kind of just saying, just changing as a person, like as in a positive way. And I totally get that, but sometimes I like the saying New Year, same me, because there's no problem with staying the same as well. And actually my 2019 motto that I decided for my journaling was let's create our imagination, and I created that myself. I have no idea if someone said that before, but I just thought of it randomly, and I got inspiration to create a motto for 2019 for myself by Amanda Rach Lee, which is a really popular bullet journalist on YouTube, and I adore her channel. And when she was talking about her 2019 setup, she had a new motto because she also had one in 2018, and I got really inspired by that because I thought that was a really brilliant idea and something that can really help me when I'm down or not feeling very creative. So I decided to go with let's create our imagination, because I always had a really big imagination as a child, and I always had so many things I wanted to accomplish that were like not very possible, and I still do to this day. But I felt like if you work hard enough, some of those can be accomplished. So I felt like let's create our imagination was a great motto for me. So that is my motto. And right here, I'm actually doing my memories page right now. And my brain dump page, the one I filmed, I didn't like it, so I actually ripped it out and made a new one, but I did not film that one. So it's not very intricate either, but I changed it to more of my style again, using some craft paper and more stickers. But yeah, you'll see in a little bit what I did for my brain dump. It's not very my style, to be honest, but I realized I didn't like how I did the red border again. I liked it on this page, but I didn't like it on the other page, so I just ripped it out. And I really don't mind ripping out pages or gluing two pages together when I don't like it. But what I don't mind is what I do mind is when I start over with a completely new journal, which I don't want to do at all this year, which is one of my main goals, and I hope I accomplish it. Wish me luck, guys. So this video is going to be over very soon because this is the last spread, but I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to end the voiceover here. I haven't done a voiceover in so long, but I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys, just have what my few thoughts about this new year is. And I really am interested in what your 2019 resolutions are for just your entire life. If you just want to share your journaling resolutions, you can, and I'm very interested in what they are. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to follow my Instagram, it will be linked in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys so much for supporting me in 2018. It was one of the best years of my life. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video.